I have a, Google like has my business accounts, like a profile, kind of like a Facebook almost in a way, where you put pictures and updates and like events and stuff. And I've been active on there more the past like couple months, and my Google engagement has gone up like over. Has gone up. It's pretty cool to see that,
Nice.
So. The paintball is starting to pop up more on the first page for people when they, when they shoot for stuff like this. So. Grab the pec and you can stretch it like this, and decompression, negative pressure. You can kind of move stretch it, pull it through, strip it a little bit. You haven't feel those spaghetti strings in there, the guitar strings. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you can feel the space between the upper pec and the lower pec, right? So I'm right on that, right? I'm kind of grabbing that lower pec portion, and I'm stretching it away from the bones, right?
Yeah, all there. Yeah.
Good.
See?
And then we got the upper pecs right here, the bottom of it, okay? That's a good spot there.
Most Swedish massages can help with that stuff.
Well, the thing is, like, this is really hard on people's hands, and so,
Dude,
I'm telling you, it's like, I don't know, some days, like, I have no choice but to come in here, and like, but, some days, yeah, my hands do bother me, and like, I kind of get worried a little bit, but I've learned to just kind of like, when I come in, I work out and I stretch and I lift weights, and that makes a really big difference, like, and I move my hands around a lot, and like, I use more of my thumb, I use my thumb a lot, but like last night I went home and both of the tips of my thumbs were just like throbbing, it was just like hard, but I had 7 hours of work yesterday, so. Like that's a lot of talking, that's a lot of working, and like focusing, because when I'm working on people, I'm really focused, I'm feeling things, like I'm feeling every single second, every single minute that I'm on, working with the bodies, my mind is feeling it, and that's energy, right? That takes energy to feel this stuff, Like yesterday I got home, I got here at 5:30 a.m. and then I didn't get home until 7 a.m., but I left my house at 4:30. And by the time I got home, all I wanted to do was just like lay down, and I didn't want to talk, I didn't want to move my body, but go through the biceps here. You see it dancing a little bit. Can you feel that too when it dances?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no, no, you know exactly where to go.
Yep. It's like the edges of the muscle, there's the edges and stuff, and then the bumps, the bellies, and like, it's almost like learning how to like read Braille, dude. Like for real, dude. It's like, this is just all through touch, man. Like, our hands are like the ears to our body too, Our hands are like ears, dude. We take information in. When we touch people, when we touch things, we feel things, like the texture, like vibrations, and just whatever else, and like, but there's like thousands and thousands of sensors in our fingers and our hands to feel things, and so that's why they're so sensitive, and so that's why, like kind of like what I do too, like works really well, is because like I can get into places with my hands and my fingers that a lot of people can't. You know, a lot of people get their elbows in those places. You know, and you know, by me putting my hands on those places for so much time and so long, like I've felt things. You know, I'm like, wow, it feels. It's different. But
Yeah, you go right on the point.
mm-hmm. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't work like really well, you know, so like I'll move on and then, you know, it's like, and one, it helps to see it happening, right? It helps to see it happening, right? But then it also, sometimes you can't always see it, you have to feel for it, you know?
So when you're going for the muscle work and trying to target something, I can feel all the way from the middle of the muscle belly to where it ties in.
Yeah, the insertion to the organs,
okay,
yep,
yeah.
uh-huh. It's kind of like almost like a nervous system thing too, you know, like when you're you know, when you're stressed, you tense up, okay, and then you have to learn how to you know, relax in a stressful situation. Which can be really hard sometimes.
I have a hard time trying to relax and just breathe through properly.
It's the silliest of things, man.